The job market is so cooked, man. It's insane. Like, you hear about it, you see the experiences, and then you experience it yourself, and you're like, wow, it's hard out here. It's very, very hard. It's very difficult. Um, I started a job this Monday, right? Keep that in mind. I started this Monday. And, the job was just fixing up old houses, helping take care of it, all that kind of good stuff that go through like fire and water and mold damage. And I was so excited because that's a good cause. I'm helping someone fix up their house. I'm helping, someone get their life together, organize their belongings. That's like a great cause. And I'm so excited. So Wednesday comes and I finally get off of work. It's a long day, been moving stuff, all that kind of stuff. It was just a long day. So as I'm headed home, picking up dinner, I get a call from my boss, and my boss, well, I guess the CEO of the company or whatever calls me. He's like, "Is this Josh Morales?" And I'm like, "Yeah," all this stuff. And he's like, "How many shirts did the company give you?" And I said, "Oh, they only gave me this one. Why, I was wrong. I was already clocking something was wrong." Because this is the big head. You don't get the call from the big head on just like a random, just how you doing type. No, that's not what happens. So he says, this just isn't gonna work. And I think it's not the right fit. Mind you, this is 3 days into the job. This is my training week. I'm being trained to see what's working, what's going on. 3 days. And I've officially been let go. And I say, "Oh, okay. Well, what went wrong? What happened?" He says, "Oh, we looked at your grade and it's just low. Your grade is low." And he already told us he was grading us, like we're being graded on performance. But when I heard that I was being graded on my performance, I'm assuming, you're going to have a week to do your training and all that. And after that, we're just going to see where you're at. Mind you, I haven't had any prior conversations. No one's talking to me. There is no communication. And I'm just here like, well, what was wrong with my grade? What happened? And he says, I kid you not, he says, "Oh, well, I don't know. I can't see your grade in front of me right now, but I just know your grade is low." So my grade is low, right? But you don't know why it's low? You can't break down the grade for me right now? That doesn't make sense. So as I'm talking, I was talking through the car speaker, so I guess I didn't sound that great. And he just like hung up and was like, "All right, thanks for your help, and we'll pay you when the payroll is done." And he hangs up. I go in to turn in my shirt Thursday, yesterday, and I talked to my lead who I was working with Tuesday and Wednesday. And so Monday I wasn't working with the lead. So it's Tuesday and Wednesday. So technically, 2 of those days I was being graded and watched on my performance. I go in and I ask her and I say, "So what happened? What went wrong? Like, what happened?" She's just like, "Oh, I just don't think it's the right fit." So I ask, I'm like, "Okay, well, what went wrong? What could I have improved on? What happened? Did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong?" She says, "I just don't think it's the right fit. But thank you for your help." But thank you for your help. Okay. I think it's so funny that corporations can do this. And in Georgia, and I think a lot of the states in the South, it's a work to will state or work to right state or whatever, which basically means companies down here can do this and get away with it. They can fire me after 3 days of work. I've never felt more disrespected, more frustrated, and more upset than I have working there. Wasting my time like that, disgusting. So now it's back to the job search. And, it's frustrating because I was really excited. And now I'm thrown back into this market where I don't know will I work again soon. I don't know if I'll work again. And it hurts. And I'm still frustrated today. I'm applying for stuff. I'm about to go out in a little bit. Go looking for stuff. I got to get an oil change for my car or whatever. It's crazy, man. Don't let these companies determine your worth. And my heart goes out to all of us out here who are looking for a new job, because it's not even tough. It's inhumane what we have to go through to look for a job. Let's just call it what it is. Inhumane. You have corporations that will do crap like that to you and they just expect you to be cool with it. Absolutely not. Disgusting. I will never work with that company. I will never recommend that company. If one of my friends worked there, I will tell them to quit that junk immediately. Disgusting. I just want to make this video because I am frustrated like nobody's business. So, anyways, have a great day, everyone. Back to your regularly scheduled content coming up soon. Just had to get real there for a second because, wow. I can't believe feels like a skit, but I'm being very serious. So, the best wishes to you all, and talk again soon. Peace.